when we struggle on the floor, going ah, and hopefully consistency, community, some scheduling stuff, and also making it fun helps us all make a bunch of progress in our side splits towards better hip mobility and better movement. Whew. All right, I just had a very big dinner because I'm traveling. I'm on the other side of the world. I know it's 9 a.m. for most of you, or even earlier, and you got the opposite problem. So we're gonna ignore all that, and we're gonna get started with our hip cars. The first thing that we're gonna do is warm up our hips, our joints, our leg muscles, and hip cars are great for that. The goal of hip cars is to lift and move your leg as far as possible into that deep range of motion using your own muscle power, using your own strength, so you get stronger while you develop that mobility. The first thing we're gonna do is lift this knee up as high as you can. From here, we're gonna open up that leg to the side. Oh, and we're gonna rotate the leg so that the ankle is as high as the knee. From the side, it's gonna look a little bit like this. Oof. Boom. From here, I want you to bring the leg down and back. Flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes, feel the stretch here in the hip flexor in the front of the hip. From the front, that motion looks like this. We're sticking the leg directly back behind us, and that is 1 rep. We're gonna do 10 of these on the left side, 10 of these on the right side. Give me a sec, I'm gonna adjust this camera one more time. I have recently figured out that if I run the live off of data, the phones overheat, and now I have a fan blowing against the phones, adding some airflow, trying to keep them cool, but it also causes the phones to vibrate and shake, and I just need to adjust that real quick. All right, hip cars, let's get into it. We're gonna start with that high knee. Open up the leg directly to the side. We're gonna rotate the ankle up to horizontal first. Then we're gonna bring the ankle way high as you can. Bring the leg down and back. That is 1 rep. Let's keep going. High knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 2 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 3 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 4 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 5 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 6 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 7 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 8 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 9. Last 1 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. 10. Oh, that is hip cars. Going forward, first leg. Let's continue and finish up going forward by doing the other leg. All right, let's go. Keep that core nice and stable, and let's go. High knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. High knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 2 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 3 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 4 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 5 high knee. 5. 6 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. High knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. I think that's 8 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 9. Last 1 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. Oh, that is a whole bunch of hip cars going in the forward direction. And now we're going to take a quick breath, relax a little bit. We're going to go in reverse. The same major places for our legs, for our hips, we're going to hit in reverse. But I want you to really focus on keeping your core nice and tight, like you're bracing for punches. All right, the reason why I want you to focus on these is because the first thing that we're going to do is bring the leg down and back. When it's the first thing that you do, you tend to go whoosh and try really hard and kick your leg out. When you do this, it is very likely that you're going to put a whole bunch of pressure into your low back here. We want to feel the pressure in the hip flexor. We want to feel the stretch here. We don't want to add to it and start feeling pressure in the low back. That is a lot of pressure you don't need. So keep your core really tight That will help protect your low back from doing the torquing that I was just demonstrating, and it'll keep the stretch in the hip. All right, tight core. Let's go back, side. Then we're gonna rotate the ankle up, bring the ankle all the way down, bring the leg forward. All right, that's one rep. We're not gonna count it because I was just explaining. Now we're gonna count it. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. That's one. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. That's two. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, three. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, four. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, five. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, six. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, seven. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, eight. We're almost done. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, nine. Last one. Core tight. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. Oh, that is 10 hip cars. For the left side, we got 10 more to do. One last leg. Oh, let's go. Oh, I'm out of breath. Okay, let's do this. Core tight. And bring that leg back. Flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes. Feel the stretch here in the front of the hip flexor. Reach back, try to keep the core tight so you're not bending in the back. It's coming from the hips. Lift directly to the side like you're going whoosh. Throw a nice kick out there. Don't actually kick anything. Don't break anything. Or, try your best not to break the things in your home. Drop the ankle, bring the ankle up, drop the ankle down, bring the knee forward. That's one rep. We're not going to count it because I was explaining and I also messed up while doing it. So we're going to do 10 more reps. Let's go. Core tight, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. That's one. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. That's two. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, three. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, four. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, five. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, six. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, seven. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, eight. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, nine. Last one. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, 10. Those are our hip cars. We just did 10 reps going forward, 10 reps going back on each leg. And that is our first warm-up exercise. If you're just joining in for the first time, we do 45 to 60 minutes of live side split stretching and hip mobility work every single day, Monday through Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. It is not currently 9 p.m. Eastern, it's currently 9 a.m. Eastern. That's because on the Saturdays and Sundays at 9 a.m., we do a bonus live to help people start their day over the weekend. If you like consistency, if you like community, if you like having somebody to help you stretch a little bit, make sure to hit follow, hit subscribe, and keep coming back because we do this every single day. Cool? All right, let's get into warm-up exercise number 2. First one was intense, was sweaty. We're going to chill and we're going to relax a little bit more for warm-up exercise number 2. We're going to start by folding forward, getting into a nice L shape. If you have a tight low back, hopefully it's relaxing a little bit right now. I want you to breathe, relax, and chill for a little bit. When the pressure in your back is gone and you're feeling mostly in your hamstrings, we're ready to add some movement. We're going to bend one knee. We're going to straighten out the other leg. And we're going to bring the belly button down towards the ground, like so. From here, we're going to switch the leg that's bent and the leg that's straight. We're going to keep switching and switching and switching and switching and switching and switching and keep going and going and going. Oh, I want you to get to the point where suddenly your legs feel like, oh, hey, this isn't so bad. This is not
that intense of a movement. I'm doing good. I want you to feel comfortable getting into a deep stretch. Bring your belly button down into the ground, shifting your weight from side to side, bending one knee at a time. If you're feeling like this is really easy, compress a little bit more. Fold your belly button down. And we're going to go for 5 more seconds. 5. Keep on switching back and forth. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, pop in a little bit of squat. Come on back up into standing. And that is warm-up exercise number 2. Hopefully you're feeling your hamstrings are a little bit more loosened up. We're going to take that position that we were just in. We're going to add a little bit of thoracic rotation. Thoracic spine is probably the middle half of your back, and rotation just means we're doing some twisting, all right, from side to side. I want you to prepare, but bring your feet about hips width apart, all right? From here, we're going to bend one knee. We're going to straighten out the other leg, and we're going to fold and bring our belly button down, just like how we were doing the elephant walks before. But this time, we're going to take the hand from the bent leg side. We're going to reach across the body to the other leg. We're going to push against the outside of the leg and help open our chest so that we can rotate our spine. Reach the other hand up into the air. Rotate your neck. Look at that hand. Reach back behind you. Reach, 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 reach. Breathe. And come on back down. That is half a rep. We're going to do 5 of these in total. Back and forth. Cool? Let's go. Other side. This leg is now bent, and this arm is reaching across the body, pushing against the other arm. We're reaching back over our shoulder behind us. We're looking at the hand. And when you reach what you think is your maximum distance back, I want you to take a small breath in and exhale. And see if you're going to reach further. Oh, that is now officially 1 rep. Oh, man. We got 4 more to do. Let's go. Reach across, push against the other ankle. Reach, 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 reach. Breathe, inhale, exhale. And see if you can push a little bit further. Other side. This leg is bent. This arm from the bent leg side reaching across the body, pushing open that leg. Reach, 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 and inhale, exhale. Reach a little bit further. Oh, that is 2. We got 3 more. Let's go. Open. Breathe. Other side, open. Breathe. 3. And 4. Last 1. I talk fast, but you don't need to move fast. This is to help stretch out and relax your back muscles. So if it's not feeling like a relaxing exercise, if it feels like it's really intense, take down the intensity, take down the speed, relax. Cool? All right, last one. Let's go. Open, 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 open. Reach, breathe. 5. Part 1. Reach, 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 reach. Open, open, open. 5. Part 2. And that is some thoracic rotation. Hopefully your back is feeling a little bit looser, and you might be feeling quite a bit of tension in your shoulders, in your shoulder blades. That is completely normal. It is going to be a little bit tough reaching far back behind you and holding and reaching and reaching and reaching. Luckily, that's all we're doing with those shoulders, so you're ready to put your arms down. We're going to move on into the third warm-up exercise, our final warm-up exercise, and we are doing some Cossack switches. If you're just joining in for the first time, we're doing 45 to 60 minutes of live side split stretching, so we take instructions very seriously, so don't feel like you're not experienced enough. You can just jump right in and I will explain everything. And if you like the show, make sure to hit follow, hit subscribe, keep coming back. We do this every single day. What we're going to do next is the Cossack switch. So it looks a little bit like this. We're going to squat all of our weight down to one side. We're going to extend one leg out to the side. And I'm going to scoop my butt over here so I'm a little bit more centered in the camera. We're going to try and bring our butts over to the other side. Squish, get compact here for a second, and then come back. and that is 1 rep. It is really hard for most people to get into that out of the blue. So we're going to pre-stretch some of our muscles. I want you to get into a low squatted position, and then I want you to hug your chest to your knees. So hug yourself. Turn yourself into a little ball. Your heels and your feet and your ankles are important. We want a lot of ankle mobility for that low compressed position. But if you sit too far back down, you're going to fall backwards and you're going to roll. So what I want you to do is lean forward, have your heels come off the ground, feel the stretch in your Achilles tendon, in your calves, and just chill here for a little bit while we wait for your muscles to relax. Whew. While we're chilling, as you get more comfortable, I want you to add a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of a squirm. Just move the hips a little bit, move the ankles a little bit so that they get a head start adjusting to the movements that we're about to put them through. Okay? So, we've hung out here for a little bit. We've been stretching our ankles. We've been folding our chest down to our knees. It's time for some Cossack switches. I want you to take your hands from this knee hugging position, just drop them straight down on the ground. From here, I want you to extend one leg out directly to the side. Keep your hands down. And what I want you to do with this leg, the power leg, is put that heel down. It doesn't matter how high or low you are. As long as you keep the heel down, you're going to have a little bit more stability, and that will be very helpful when we're trying to squirm our butt all the way over to the other side and back. Cool? So, some of us, if you're super flexible, you can get real deep and compact into this position already. If your ankles or hips are a little tighter, you might be all the way up here, and that is absolutely fine. From here, we're going to start moving. I want you to bring your hips to the other side. If you're higher up, this might be a little bit more straightforward and easy for you. If you're really low to the ground, it might be a little bit more of a challenge. If you can put your hands down to give yourself a little bit of assistance, both with balance and strength, as you come across from side to side. And when you get to the other side, I want you to, again, keep your heel down. I want you to squish and get compact as you can. That heel over there is also down. And chill for a second and come back. That is the whole entire thing. I've demonstrated many of them already, but we're going to do 10 of them together. All right? So let's get into it. If you've done a whole bunch already, because I've been doing them and you've just been following along, feel free to do less. But if you want the challenge, go ahead and do 10. Cool? All right. Heels down. Get into position. Get low and squished and bring those hips over. Let's go. 1. Squish, squish, squish. Come on back. Oh, yeah. That's 1 rep. We're doing 10. Keep on going. Come on over. Oh, squish. Get low, get compact, and come on back. That's 2. And 3. I forgot to demonstrate it with the hands. Again, if you need to put down a little bit of support for your body with your hands down, go ahead and do that. As you get stronger, as you get more mobile over time, you might notice you don't need your hands anymore. And you can keep going, maintain that same forward-leaning posture, and you can keep going. I think we've hit like 6 or 7, and I think this is a good time to mention that if your knees are starting to hurt from this angle right here while you're transitioning from side to side, you can dial back the intensity here, and you can focus on coming up a little bit first, coming across, then sinking down into that stretched position at the bottom. Come up, come across, sink a little bit deeper. This will take some of the pressure off of the inside of the knee, and it'll turn it more into a squat. And that is perfectly cool. If it's getting tiring, if it's getting uncomfortable, change it up and we can keep going. The thing we care about, actually, is building strength in this low compressed position. And as long as you're spending some time here, we are good to go. All right, I'm pretty sure we've done 10. If you've been following along, we can call it here. We just wrapped up our 3 warm-up exercises. It's time to get into our stretches. I'm gonna crawl over to the camera real quick. Oh man, I'm tired. I tell you, and I try to remind you all to breathe a lot, as much as you can, without hyperventilating. But I often forget to breathe because I'm trying to throw as many sentences out in between some of the movements as possible. So if I'm extra tired, it's probably because I haven't breathed in a while. Chareth says, "Hi Ken, hey, welcome back." we're going to get into our 5 stretches. The first stretch that we're going to do is a hamstring stretch. And the way I want you to set this up is going to look a little bit like this. I want you to drop one knee down onto the ground. You can grab a cushion, grab something to support that knee. I want you to extend one leg slightly out in front of you. You can widen your stance by bringing your leg out a little bit more if you need to. If you don't, if you're feeling stable, you're ready to go. We're going to fold. We're going to bring the belly button down towards the thigh. All right? We're going to go wee, boom, to wherever you can go. And that is our starting position. Take a second, grab some cushioning for your knees. It could be a couch cushion, it could be a decorative pillow, it could be your dog bed, flip-flops, yoga mat rolled up, yoga blocks, whatever you got to give your knee a little bit of support, go ahead and grab it. I'm taking a quick look to see if there's anything I want to use, and I think I will pass for today. So, I hope you're ready, because we're moving right on into it. Let's go. Extend the leg out in front. Try to make sure that this leg is pulled in towards your body. If you suddenly feel like you're doing a front split and one hip is way far out in front of the other, you've gone too far. Pull that leg back in. Whew. From here, once again, we are folding downwards. And trying to get into a deep stretch. You're going to feel your hamstrings, you're going to feel your glutes, you're going to feel your calves, you might even feel it in your toes. And that's okay. I want you to keep on breathing, normal breaths. Imagine your muscles are relaxing. Tension is going away from your butt, from your hamstrings. And breathe. Whew. Whew. We're going to spend a couple of seconds trying to prepare our bodies to get into a really deep, useful hamstring stretch, all right? So bear with me for a couple more seconds as we build some depth. Oh, okay. I think we're ready to move on. I want you to take a big inhale in. I don't want you to take that inhale and suddenly pop up like you inflated a balloon. Control where you're positioned. Then I want you to slowly exhale. While you exhale, I want you to try to fold a little bit deeper into the stretch. That could be you using your core muscles, using your hip flexors to pull and squish yourself into a deeper position. That could be just relaxing your muscles and seeing if you can fold yourself a little bit deeper. That is up to you. Let's go. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale and fold. When you're folding and you're getting into a deeper hamstring stretch, your hamstrings are going to feel way more intense. Your calves are probably tingling a little bit. That is normal. What I want you to do is I want you to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Relax. Imagine your legs are turning into soft noodles, pasta that you boiled for a little too long. They're nice and floppy. And keep on breathing, relaxing. Give yourself a couple of seconds. Whew. Once you've relaxed a little bit, we're going to do one more inhale, exhale, and wrap things up and start our 30 seconds, all right? Let's go. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Keep on trying to fold that belly button down. Fold, 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 fold. Now your hamstrings are crying a little bit. You can stab your fingers into them, massage them, just take your mind off of how intense the stretch is now. And we're ready. 30 seconds. Let's go. Breathe. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Keep on breathing. Don't hold your breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Come on out of that stretch. What is happening? Is there lag? Is that what's happening? Give me a second. I'm seeing notifications about lag, I think, from TikTok. If you are experiencing lag, let me know. Okay, yep. Now lag on my end too. Phil.tv is seeing lag. Bummer. Okay, I'm going to turn off Wi-Fi real quick and see if data will work this out. Give me a second. Let's try it. Do 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 do. And we are on data officially. So let's see how that goes. Whew. Hey, we got some comments over on YouTube. Kang BBL says, "Wow, that was so cool. I don't know what I was doing, but I appreciate it." And Sammy Bank sends some eye emojis that sends a message to me that you're probably a millennial, because only millennials like me use emojis where it's not the emoji like thingy button. It's the you build it with parentheses and circles and periods. Hello, millennial. All right, where are we at? I just adjusted one of the phones. Hopefully, now that it's on data, there is not going to be lag. I was just bragging about how we thought it was phones overheating, causing lag, but now I don't know. I don't know, because it's not hot. The phone is not hot. All right, well, we're going to continue. Let's get into the second hamstring stretch. All right, one knee is down on the ground. Your hips are straight above it. Extend one leg in front. Keep your hips squared off so that one hip is not way in front of the other. And we're folding forward. Fold, 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 fold. Oh, man. Whew. Now that you are feeling an intense stretch in your hamstrings, in your glutes, I want you to breathe. Relax. Try your best to stay chill. Whew. Keep on breathing nice and slow and calm. And I think we're about ready for some inhale, exhale, fold. You ready for this? Let's do it. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Ah ha ha. We are in a new position, and that position is called struggle. Breathe. Try to relax. Squeeze those muscles with your hands. See if they will chill out for you. And keep on breathing, normal breaths. Don't hyperventilate, but keep on breathing. And once you've relaxed a little tiny bit, we're ready for one more inhale, exhale. Let's go. Inhale, exhale, and fold. Ah ha ha. That is our hamstring stretch. Let's get 30 seconds done. 30, 29. 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Again, you can stab your fingers into your hamstring muscles, massage them. Even if you don't know what you're doing, don't worry about it. Just poke, prod, take your mind off of the tension in the leg and focus on the sensation of you poking the leg instead. 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh no, I've been holding this for too long, compressing too long. I got a cramp going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, come out of that stretch. I had to come out a little bit early because my hip is cramping up. Oh, jeez. Maybe I went a little too hard on that one, huh? Whew. Oh, yeah, that hurts. Cool, okay, whew, that was our hamstring stretch. We're going to move right on into our second stretch, the butterfly stretch. Let me know, now that we have moved on to data, if the video feed for TikTok is still lagging. Travel Darcy says, so far, so good. Okay, awesome, good. That's good to hear. And we're getting right back into the second stretch, the butterfly stretch. I recommend you do this with your back to a wall. And that is because oftentimes when we are in a butterfly stretch, we get into position, we pull our feet together, we're struggling to pull our feet and our chest down, and we're kind of in this position, right? When you're focusing a lot of your effort onto this folding and pulling your legs in, it's going to be much harder to focus on the part that actually matters, which is bringing your knees down into the ground. So, again, bring your hips, your low back, your mid back, your shoulders, your head against the wall. That will give us a bunch of support to lean into, to lean against, and will let us focus on the important parts of this stretch. I want you to bring your feet together, pull them in towards your groin. And I want you to take a look at your knees. we want to bring the knees down into the ground. That's how we stretch the groin. The groin stretch is the most important part of the butterfly stretch. So, I want you to use your outer thigh muscles. I want you to use your glutes to open up your legs and bring your knees into the ground. If this is your first time, one of your first couple of times, you're not sure what that means or how to do it, just feel what's going on here in the groin. If your knees went down a little bit and you're feeling intense stretch here in the groin, you're doing it right. It's perfect. Whew. From here, once you've worked those muscles, you're trying to open up your legs, you're feeling the stretch in the groin, I want you to take your hands and apply a little bit of pressure just below the knee. When you do this, you'll feel a whole bunch more pressure here in the stretch for the groin, but you'll also start feeling pressure in your shoulders and maybe in the back of your head because you're pushing your back into the wall at the same time that you're pushing your legs into the ground. This is why we like the wall. It keeps us from falling backwards. It lets us focus on putting a lot of power into the legs, and everything is normal. Everything's okay. All right, 30 seconds. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Keep on going. Push those legs down. 20, 19, 18, 17. If your leg muscles that have been contracting are getting a little tired, you can relax them and see if pushing your legs works even better now that they're relaxed. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. In the last 5 seconds, I want you to contract those muscles again and see if they open up your legs even further. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, let your hands go. Oh, stop applying pressure to the hips. Relax as many muscles as you can. If your legs feel like they're stuck, they're not working very well right now, you can take your hands and give them a shake, wake them up. Go, hey, we got stuff to do. You gotta get out of bed. And once you've shaken them a little bit, they should wake up. You should be able to flap the wings of your leg butterfly thing. And we're gonna get right into stretch number 3, the standing pancake and or the seated pancake. All right. So the goal of the pancake stretch is to do this. Fold until your upper body and your lower body go whoopsh. The one main thing that makes this different from just touching your toes is your legs are apart. All right, this is a pancake. So from the front, what we're doing is we're opening up our legs decently wide. Make sure you're not feeling any pain in the hips. If there's discomfort, if there's pinching, bring your legs a little bit closer together. From here, we're focused on the belly button. We're trying to bring it down into the ground. So fold. Fold, 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 fold. From the side, it's gonna look a little bit like this. Like we're just trying to touch your toesies. All right. From here, we're ready to take it to the next level. Time for some more pancake. If you want, you can try to widen your stance. You can push your legs further and further out. And then I want you to bring your upper body as close to horizontal as possible. When your upper body is horizontal, that is when you will feel the most pressure from gravity, the most leverage pulling at your hips, bringing your belly button down, folding you forward. All right. And that's it. We're just chilling in this position, trying to fold forward. If you want to make it harder, you can extend your arms above your head, feel gravity and feel leverage working even harder, pulling you down. If you are feeling off balance, you're falling forward, you can try to stick your butt further back, and that will help. That's it. Let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28. Keep on folding that belly button down. Fold, 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 fold. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, put your hands down. Oh, We're coming out of the pancake. If you're feeling kind of stuck right now, you're not sure how to get out, I want you to imagine you're bringing your toes in towards the center of your body, then you're bringing your heels in towards the center of your body, your toes in, your heels in, 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 until you can kind of stand up. If you are realizing your inner thighs are super tired and you're waddling a little like a penguin, that's okay. That's totally normal. What we just did in the pancake forced our inner thighs to get really stretched out because we're bringing our legs far apart. But we also hung out here while trying to fold and squeeze another muscle into a deep stretch, and that forced our muscles that were stretched to contract to hold our whole entire body weight up. So not only were we stretching this muscle, we were also contracting this muscle, and that is a lot of where this inner thigh suffering is coming from. And in the pancake, when you fold forward, and anytime you fold forward, your hamstrings are getting a deep stretch. So it doesn't matter if your legs are apart and you're folding forward, or if your legs are together and you're folding forward, your hamstrings are getting a huge stretch. And that's why we spend so much time preparing that hamstring stretch, getting deeper, inhale, exhale, folding, is because when we get to the pancake, I want you to be able to focus on the other stuff and not just be like, oh, my hamstrings. Ah! Anyways, we're going to move on from that. I don't know why I make so many squealing noises. Let's get into stretch number 4. You got the option of the figure 4 or the pigeon stretch. I think I'm going to do the pigeon. We did the pigeon 12 hours ago, but I'm going to do the pigeon again. The way to do the pigeon, and the way to do the pigeon 4, the figure 4, both of them look a little bit like this. We're bringing one leg up towards our belly button, so ankle to belly button. And then we're going to bring the belly button down to the ankle by folding forward. And from the side, it's going to look a little bit like this. We want to feel the stretch here in the side of the glute. When you do the pigeon, you're on the ground. This leg is on the ground, and you're folding forward, letting gravity pull you down. When you're doing the figure 4, you're laying on your back, and you're pulling the leg in towards your chest. So if you have a favorite, if you like one or the other because you're a regular, you know exactly what you're going to do, go ahead and do that. For the rest of everybody else, I'm going to explain the pigeon, all right? I want you to come on down to the ground, and I want you to sort of get into these 90-degree shapes. This leg in the front is the one that we care about, all right? I want you to try to bring the midpoint of your chest to the midpoint of your leg, so between your knee and your ankle. And just go wee and come on down and fold. When you do that, you're going to feel a stretch out here in the side of your butt, in the side of your glute. Oh, you also might feel it in your hamstrings. You might feel it in the other muscles in the leg, depending on what muscles are tight for you. And that's it. That's the gist of it. Chill, breathe, relax, fold. If you want, you can make this a slightly more advanced stretch by bringing this back leg back and behind you, like so. It's going to require a little bit more flexibility in the front of that hip. So you got two options. One, you can try and fold as far forward as possible and then extend the leg out back so that you're not in a position where you need a lot of hip flexibility. The more forward folded you are, the straighter that line is, the less hip flexibility you need to get that leg straightened and behind you. If that's not enough, if you are struggling with getting this leg back, you got another option. You can elevate the front leg. You can do this stretch on a couch. You can do it on a bed, on a stool. Just make sure that it's stable and it won't just wobble and collapse underneath your weight as you shift around. And when you elevate that leg, like so, your hips are going to be higher off the ground. With your hips higher off the ground, this leg will be able to come underneath, and you'll be able to get into a stretch for this hip. Cool? That is pretty much all we're going to cover for the pigeon. So let's get into it, and let's do some pigeon. Again, leg across the body, folding the midpoint of the chest to the midpoint between the knee and the ankle. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, and once you're feeling that stretch in the side of your hips, in the side of your glutes, we're ready to go. 30, 29, 28, 27. I want you to breathe. I want you to imagine your glutes relaxing. I want you to imagine your low back relaxing. I want you to imagine your core, your abs, your tummy relaxing. You're not holding your breath. You're inhaling and exhaling, and everything is chill. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. If the stretch is starting to feel really easy for some reason, you're not sure why, you can push your ankle towards your face. So push your ankle away from you. That should make it a lot harder. 12, 11, 10, 9. Keep on breathing. Try to relax. Fold forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, come on, out of that stretch. That was pigeon number 1. We just did it for one side. It's time to switch over to the other side. Let's go. Again, leg is across the body. I want you to aim at the mid part of your chest to the midpoint in the leg. This is not a permanent rule. It is just a rule of thumb to get you started so that you know what you're trying to do. As you hang out in this stretch and you explore what feels intense, what feels crazy when you're doing it, bring your chest more towards your foot, bring your chest more towards your knee, and see how that changes the stretch. If you got really long legs, it might be a completely different midpoint for you than it is for me. So my midpoint is just a general rule of thumb to get us started. Cool? All right. Get into position. Fold. Ooh. Fold. Oh, my right side is way tighter and way more tense than the other side. My butt is way high off the ground in comparison to the other side, and that is okay if that is the same for you. It is normal for one hip to be a little stronger, a little bit more flexible than the other. Okay, I hope you're in position. Let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27. Keep breathing. Relax. 26, 25, 24. When you exhale, do it nice and slow. Relax all of your core muscles. Sink deeper into the stretch. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Again, if this is starting to feel easy, push your ankles towards your face. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Come on out of that stretch. That was our 4th stretch, the pigeon. Whew. If your legs, your glutes are feeling quite tense right now, that's okay. That was the intent. Come on up, back into standing. We're going to talk about the 5th and final stretch, the side splits. If you're just joining in and you're like, what is this guy doing, just grunting and making all these sound effects? We do 45 to 60 minutes of live side split stretching and hip mobility work every single day at 9 p.m. Eastern. It is currently not 9 p.m. Eastern because on the weekends at 9 a.m. and Saturday and Sunday mornings we do bonus lives. That's where you're at right now. And we do this every single day to practice consistency, to build a little bit of community, to make stretching a little bit more fun, to make you a little bit more consistent. If that's what you need, if that's what you like, what you enjoy, make sure to hit follow, hit subscribe, keep coming back because we do this every day. Cool? All right, let's talk about stretch number 5, some side splits. I want you to stand 8 to 12 inches in front of a wall. The reason why I want you to stand in front of a wall is because when we get into a stretch position, we're trying to get into some side splits. And don't worry, I'm going to explain the whole thing step by step so you don't have to feel like you already know how to do side splits. We're going to get into a position that kind of looks like this, right? Looks like how we set up for the pancake. We're going to be squirming, we're going to be shaking, we're going to be adjusting, we're going to be trying to get deeper into the stretch. And pretty inevitably, at some point, you'll be like, I'm so close to getting a deeper stretch. And all of a sudden, you'll be like, no! You'll lose balance, you'll fall backwards, you'll bust your ass open. And that is going to hurt. We don't want that. So, if you stand in front of a wall, 8 to 12 inches in front of the wall, when you start losing balance, if you start falling back, your butt will rest against the wall, nice and gentle, and you won't fall all the way into the ground. The higher you are off the ground, the less flexible you are, the more painful that fall will be. So stand 8 to 12 inches in front of the wall, and that will keep you a little bit safer. If you're already really deep into the stretch and you're not really falling that far, maybe it doesn't matter, and that's up to you. You get to decide how you want to do it if you're a pro already. All right, let's talk about the side split stretches. Again, you don't have to have much experience. We're going to walk you through every step together. I want you to start by opening up the legs decently wide. By decently wide, I mean go as far as comfortable. All right? If you're starting to feel a pinching sensation between your thigh bone and your hips right here, you've gone too far. Bring your feet a little bit closer in until that pain goes away, until the discomfort goes away. From here, we're focusing on the belly button right here. I want you to fold it, bring it down into the ground as deep as you can. Boom! We're folded forward. This looks like the pancake stretch. You are absolutely right. It's the same exact setup. From here, I want you to try your best to put your hands on the ground. And I want you to experiment. When you're folded forward, you should be able to open up your legs further without the hip discomfort that I was describing earlier. So go ahead and see if that works. This is not going to make your legs necessarily more flexible, but it will make sure that if you are flexible enough, your hip bone does not smash into your leg bone because you're folded forward and you've changed the angle at which they are hanging out with each other. Whew. From here, hopefully you're a little bit deeper. And you're going, oh, wow, this is the deepest I've ever been. Congratulations. From here, we're going to do the most important thing on this whole entire life for the side splits. All right? We're going to externally rotate this leg. What that means is we're going to rotate the leg back. So far, our foot is flat on the ground, like so. What I want you to do is rotate this whole leg back so that, boom, your heel is down, your toes are up, and your knees are pointing up. This is going to put a lot of pressure on your heels. So if you need to go grab some flip-flops, if you need to grab a cushion real quick, just to give your heel a little bit of support, go ahead and do that. I keep on forgetting to remind people. I'm sorry. Okay, from here, we want to do the same thing to the other leg. You can't see the other leg as well because I'm too close to the camera. But trust me, both my toes are pointing up. Whew. From here, we are now in a really good position for the side splits. We have rotated our legs so that there's no way they can smash into our thigh bones, and we can get deeper into a side split. I want you to try to do a little wiggle from side to side, see if you can get the friction holding your feet back to break. Oh, not your legs to break, not your feet to break, but the friction to break. And we're here. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Feel free to add a couple more wiggles whenever you want. See if you get deeper. 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, walk your hands forward. Oh, crawl. Bring your legs in. Grunt, groan, make as many sound effects as you need to. That is our first side split. We're going to do 3 of these in total, and that means in between each round, we're going to shake out and reduce the tension in our legs as much as possible. All right? When you're ready, come back into standing. Oh, grunt, groan, waddle around like a penguin for a sec, and we're going to prepare to shake out our legs. What we just did was put a whole bunch of tension into our legs, right? You might be feeling it here in the hips. You might be cramping a little bit up here. You might be feeling it in the inner thighs. Those might be all tense. What we want to do is get rid of as much tension as possible. We want to get loose and floppy so that we can get into the deepest second side split and the deepest third side split coming right up. What I want you to do is to imagine that you just stepped in a puddle or you just got out of the beach. Your feet are a little bit wet, water is dripping down your legs, and you're trying to flick the water away as far as you can, whipping that leg out. All right? When you're doing that whipping motion, I want your calves to be relaxed, and I want your ankles to flick. Whoopsh, whoopsh, whoopsh. And I want you to maintain that exact feeling as you flick that leg more and 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 more. And then I want you to get lazy as you can. Drop the knee, keep it from doing all that work. Make your ankles not go as far. Keep them loose, keep them relaxed, keep them floppy, but don't make them work as hard. The more you work, you make them do, the more tense the muscles will be, right? Other leg. We're starting with the flicking motion. We're whipping that leg, practicing relaxing the calf, relaxing the ankle. Then, once you've practiced enough, you can drop the knee, keep on shaking out the leg. The ankle is flopping all over the place. Relax, relax. If the ankles are flopping all over the place, your calves are relaxed because your calves decide whether or not you point or flex your toes, right? All right. Next up, we're going to do a little bit to relax our hips. I want you to put all your weight into one leg, and I want you to drop your big toe of the other leg down on the ground. Next, I want you to rotate your leg in so that the knee is pointing in and the knee is pointing out. In and out and in and out and in and out. This doesn't have to be super intense, doesn't have to be slow, it doesn't have to be very proper and forceful or whatever. You can forget all that stuff. We're just adding a little bit of movement. So the muscles here in the side of the hip can get a little bit of movement, chill out a little bit, relax. All right. If you want, you can turn this into a dance move. You can do some stanky leg, make it fun, make it graceful, make it beautiful. Do the other side. All your weight is in one leg. You're dropping the big toe down on that foot. You're shaking out this leg. As you get more skilled at this, you can do the same thing as we did with the leg shake. You can reduce that range. Instead of going all the way out, all the way in, all the way out, all the way in, you can do it faster, smaller, and when you get really good, your whole entire quad starts relaxing and you start turning your legs into jello. And that is a good milestone. You don't have to get there today. You don't have to get there anytime soon. Just shaking out your leg is fine. But one day, hopefully, you'll be able to get to the point where your whole leg is just flopping around all over the place. Cool? Now that your hips and your legs are a little bit more relaxed, we are ready to get into side split number 2. Stand 8 to 12 inches in front of whatever you are prepared to fall into. Knock on wood, you don't, but in case you do, you got the wall to protect your butt from smashing into the ground and making it hurt. And we're ready to get into side split number 2. Let's go. Open up your legs decently wide. Make sure Make sure the hips are not pinching and there's no discomfort here. If you're feeling a pinching pain, bring your legs back together. From here, we're folding forward, bringing the belly button down towards the ground. Rest your hands against the ground. See if you can get into a slightly deeper side split position. From here, we're going to externally rotate the legs. What that means is we're going to go from this position where your feet are flat on the ground. We're going to rotate the whole leg backwards. So it looks like this. Whoopsh. Now the heel is down, the toes are pointing up, the knee is pointing up, the quad muscles are pointing up, and that's where we want to be with both legs. Ready? Other leg. Boom. Okay, I did it too fast. Lost balance. When you are in this position, our bones are in position for a good side split. That does not mean our muscles are ready for that position. So now we're ready to train our muscles. I want you to sit in that position, chill, breathe, maybe add a little bit of a wiggle, see if you can get deeper and deeper into the stretch. And I want you to relax. Ready? 30 seconds. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, walk your hands forward, pull your legs in. That is our second side split stretch. If your legs are feeling tired, that's normal. That makes sense. Breathe, try to relax, and when you can, come back into standing. Oh, those leg muscles. We're going to shake it out. We're going to shake out that tension we just created and put into our legs, all that suffering that we just did. Relax from it. We're going to start by shaking out our feet, shaking out our legs. Imagine you stepped in a puddle of water and now you're trying to flick the water droplets into the eyes of your enemies. Flick, flick, flick. And as you get more comfortable, keeping the calves relaxed, keeping the ankles relaxed, you can drop the knee, shake a little bit faster, use a little less range of motion, chill it out, be relaxed. And 5 to 10 seconds is plenty per leg. So we're probably ready to switch to the other side. Again, shake, flick, 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 flick. Pick up the tempo, relax the leg, drop the knee, shake, 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 wiggle, 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 flop, 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 flop. Going wherever it pleases. Your calves are relaxed. And let's do a little bit for the hips. All your weight is in one leg. Ball of the foot, big toe is coming down. We're bringing the legs in and out, and in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Again, if you want to turn into a dance move, you want to make it more fun, go ahead, make it fun. Other side. In and out, in and out, in and out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Help those hips relax. Do a little wiggle, do a little dance, do both of them at the same time. And hopefully you're relaxed enough to get into side split number 3. Ready, ready? Let's go. Beefo says W program. Love it. Thank you. All right. Side split number 3. Let's do it. Stand 8 to 12 inches in front of a wall so that if you start falling backwards a little bit, your butt will get caught by the wall and you won't fall all the way into the ground, hurting your tailbone, making you sad, and making you not want to do more side splits. Our goal is to practice consistency, so try not to hurt your butt. Cool? All right. Open up your legs. Come on. We're almost done. It's the third and final one. Get into that wide leg position. If you're feeling a pinching sensation here at the hips, you've gone too far. Bring your legs in slightly. Come back in. Breathe, chill, relax, fold the belly button down towards the ground. Oh, relax. Take your hands, put them down on the ground. If you can reach them, awesome. If you're struggling, you're a little bit higher off the ground, feel free to use yoga blocks, a stool, even a chair if you want. And we're going to prepare ourselves to do the most important part of this whole entire show, the external rotation, setting our leg bone and our hip bone in the right orientation. What we're going to do is we're going to see that this foot is down flat and we're going to rotate the whole leg back so that, boom, the heel is down, the toes are up, the knees are pointing up, your quad muscles are pointing up, and that is the position where our thigh bone wants to be in order to make the most out of our side split. Do the same with the other leg. I didn't highlight it because I was too busy sliding into the stretch. Oh, it wasn't because I was trying to go off. It was because I couldn't hold myself up anymore. My legs are tired, so I just kind of slid. Oh, okay. Now that we're here in a deep side split position, I want you to try a little wiggle from side to side. See if you can break the friction holding your feet back. Get deep. Oh, and now that you're struggling, all these muscles are tensing and going crazy. I want you to try to breathe and I want you to try to relax. Whew, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. Again, your knees are pointing up, your toes are pointing up, your quads are pointing up. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, walk your hands forward. Oh, bring your knees in. Oh, kneel. If your legs are not working right now, that is normal. Don't worry. I'm also struggling. Slowly, when you can, come back into standing. We're going to shake out our legs one more time, and we'll be wrapping up real soon. Okay? Let's go. Since this is our last round of shaking it out, if you need to massage your hips, you need to beat some life back into them, go ahead, do a little whatever weird stuff you need to do to make your legs work, and let's get ready to shake them out. Stand. Balance most of your weight into one leg, flicking that leg out like we stepped into a puddle. We're flicking the leg out to the side like we're shaking water droplets off of our toes, sending them flying into the eyes of our enemies. We're flicking it as hard as we can so the water droplets fly as far as possible. And to do that, we need our ankles to be relaxed. We need our calves to be relaxed so they can whoosh, whip fast, whip hard. All right? Once you've blinded your enemies with, I don't know, salt water, you can start dropping your knees down and pick up the pace, pick up the tempo, relax, and be lazy with it. All right, flop, 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 wiggle, 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 shake, 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 and that should be good. Let's go and finish off the other side. All of your weight is in basically one leg. Keep on flicking and shaking that leg out. Send the water droplets flying into the eyes of your enemies. And when you get comfortable with that, once you've blinded your enemies, you can drop your knees, flop your ankles around, relax, shake, 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 shake. If somehow you've gotten to this point and you're like, what the heck is this guy doing with his legs? We just did a whole bunch of side split stretching, put a lot of tension into our legs. And right now, what we're trying to do is undo the tension. We're trying to flop, we're trying to relax, we're trying to be loose so that we can go back to doing whatever other things we need to do today without going, ugh, my legs are stuck, and waddle around like a penguin. Cool? Hopefully, that leg is relaxed. Let's shake out the hips. Again, all your weight is in one side. We're dropping the big toe, maybe the ball of the foot down on the other one. We're bringing the knees in and out and in and out and in and out. If you're doing this for the first time and you're just figuring out how the muscles work and you're just learning that, keep it simple. Do this. Exaggerate it. Open up real wide. Bring the knees in. That's really good for you. And if you're feeling a little bit more confident, a little bit more skilled, you can pick up the pace and do a little bit faster. If you're just trying to have some fun, you can do some dance. Do some stanky leg. Same thing for the other side. In, out, in, out, in, out. Pick up the tempo, pick up the pace, stanky leg. Again, when you get really good at these, you can treat it the same way as dropping the leg down and then just kind of like shaking and vibrating this leg. You can get to a point where you can relax the leg so much that when you shake, it looks like your whole entire quad muscle is going. So, aspire to being so relaxed that your leg looks like it's made of jello. Cool? Once you've done enough of this for the day, you can add in one more dance move, of course. And we're pretty much done. We're going to do a couple of quick joint checks just to make sure everything is moving well together. And we'll be ready to wrap up for the day. First thing I want you to do is a couple of hip circles. We put our hips through a lot of torture today, and now it's time to double check that everything is feeling okay. While you're doing these hip circles, you might notice some tension, some sensitivity, some tenderness in different places. And I want you to just spend a little bit of extra time stretching out those spots wherever it feels tense. After the side splits, for me, the left and right side of the hips are always kind of tense. I like to overdo it a little bit, and get a little bit of a stretch here in the obliques while I'm at it, because I'm already putting that stretch into the side anyway. Do a quick high knee. Make sure your knees are lifting. You're working these hip flexors in the front. And next, we're going to do a bit of a squat and a couple of calf raises. I want you to keep your feet pretty close together, not like so close that your toes are touching, but about hips width apart. Cool? From here, I want you to fold forward, and I want you to drop into a squat so that your knees and your chest are getting real close to each other. If you're super flexible and you can really fold, feel free to do that. When you're here, I want you to try your best to push your knees out past your toes. When you do this, a whole bunch of body weight is going to be up in front of you, and you're going to be leaning real far forward. It's got a bunch of benefits. One, your toes are now working real hard to keep you balanced. Try to flare out your toes. Spread them as wide as you can. See if you can grip the floor with the intention. Toe power. From here, you'll notice that your feet are working pretty hard. If you want, you can like poke the bottom of your foot. The arch of your foot should be working pretty hard to help you stabilize. Your heels should be planted on the ground. I want you to feel that stretch in the Achilles tendon. So once again, push those knees forward. Once your Achilles tendon are working, you'll probably be feeling a whole bunch of tension in your calves as well. At this point, your quads are probably firing, going, what the heck, is this almost done yet? Please. And we're almost done. From here, I want you to do a couple of quick calf raises. Work that balance. Work those joints and those muscles together. Keep on going. Just do like 3 or 4, and you're ready to get out of that position. That was a really quick way to make sure our toes, our feet, our heels, our ankles, our calves, our quads, our hips, our low back, we're working well together. And it's probably a good sign if you're able to do the calf raises, not fall over, that you got pretty good balance, you got pretty good strength, and you got pretty good hip and leg mobility and coordination. In which case, we are done. That is the entire live. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in, practicing consistency with me today. I hope you enjoyed the stretches, the warm up, I guess the cool down is what we just finished. And I hope you're feeling like you're moving a lot better so you can go crush whatever else you got to do today. Cool? If you are somehow just joining in, you have no idea what it is that you just watched. We do 45 to 60 minutes of live side split stretching every single day at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's not currently 9 p.m. It's currently 10:08 a.m. Eastern. And that's because on the weekends, on Saturday and Sunday, we start at 9 a.m. and we have a bonus live, 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. All right? If you're in some other time zone, you're like, what is Eastern? We started an hour and 8 minutes ago, so just subtract an hour and 8 minutes from whatever time you're in. That's our normal. Actually, that's not our normal. That's our weekend morning time. Our normal time is 12 hours from that, and now this whole sentence is getting super confusing. So we started an hour, 8 minutes ago, and yeah, cool. Just keep coming back. Now that I've made too many jokes and I've forgotten what else I wanted to say, I'm going to follow up with, this is not the only content I make. I make other YouTube videos, and we're trying to incorporate a little bit of health, a little bit of fitness, a little bit of movement into your daily life, but not in the, you just got to do an hour of it every single day type of way. And like, hey, you got 2 minutes while the microwave is going, 2 minutes while the kettle is boiling. Let's get a little bit of exercise in. You're walking home, you're passing through the park. You got 2 minutes to drop into some squats, then we're going to add it in kind of way. So if you like that type of content, if you like inspirational ways to add a little bit of fitness into your life, a reminder, a gentle reminder to move a little bit more, then that is an account you should check out, my account. We also make quick YouTube videos for doing cool skill tutorials. If you're into trying to learn some calisthenics, you want to learn something cool, I just dropped a video explaining and breaking down the frog stand, which looks a little bit like this. You rest your knees on your elbows and you kind of lean forward. This is a great beginner hand balance skill, and it leads to much cooler skills where you kind of rest your knees on your elbows. This is called a crow pose, and you can elevate this into one-legged crow poses. You can elevate that into handstands eventually, and I don't have any tutorials for that stuff yet, but if you like it, you let me know in the comments, then I will start making that stuff. So make sure to check out those videos. The YouTube account is at Splits on the Side, so it's the exact same as the TikTok username. Go ahead and check those out. All right, that's enough of my spieling. Thank you for listening to my blatant self-promotion. I'm going to look at the chat real quick and see what I have missed. User 714-726-4812088 says, joined the last 15 minutes and my hips feel good. Thank you. That's incredible, because the last 15 minutes means you just dropped right into the side splits. That's kind of crazy because we spent the previous 45 minutes preparing and prepping our hips and preparing the muscles for the side splits. So the fact that you're just able to drop right into it feels bonkers. Thank you for hopping in. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for giving it a shot. I do try my best to explain a lot of things as we go so that people feel comfortable jumping in and going into it. So I'm glad you were able to do that, and I'm glad it worked out. Thank you for letting me know. Travel with Roxy says, at Bifo, he also goes live on YouTube at the same time. Oh, yes. If you don't know, which I don't expect you to know. I do 2 lives at the same time. One phone right here is on TikTok, and the other phone right here is on YouTube, and the lives are running simultaneously. So if I'm ever looking at some comments that you feel like you've never seen before, that's probably why. And the same for YouTube. If you guys don't know, if I'm looking at some comments that you've never seen before, it's because it's on the other platform. It's on TikTok. Stargirl sends hearts. We got stars. And Jess says, thank you so much. Very helpful as always. Lovely. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate it. Thank you for starting your morning here with me. All right, I'm going to scroll a little bit more and see where we are at. I still think you should double post this on here in YouTube. Oh, yes, Beefo. These are posted here on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube account, the at splits on the side, there should be a folder. Once you go to like the profile of at splits on the side, one of the little tabs, there should be short videos, there should be videos, there should be live. All of the lives are recorded and stored in there. The only time they're not in there is if the internet has been really bad and I didn't have actual video file. Otherwise, it'll be in there. So thank you. Yes, the lives are definitely part of the YouTube account. That's why you wrote W program. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm scrolling to the top, see what other comments I might have missed because I spend so much time way back there making sure you can see my legs when I'm doing these moves, and I'm not nearly close enough to see what's going on in the chat. But it looks like it's been pretty quiet for a little bit after that. I'm trying to scroll fast. Give me a second. Travel Director says, maybe. So far, so good. Okay, good. That was the internet. Once we switched to data, it doesn't seem like anybody's complained about the lag. So thank you, data, for working. Damn it, Wi-Fi for failing. Wera Domark says, hola. Hola, welcome. And J Barbie, thank you for letting us know about the lag. Travel with Roxy, thank you for letting me know about the lag. And Phil, thank you for letting me know about the lag. Okay, lots of lag. Cool. Ronnie Lagarda, thank you. All right. Stargirl was like, that was more than 10. I don't know what I was doing for more than 10, but I imagine it was probably related to the hip cars. It's all good. Bonus exercise is good. Just, sometimes I'm bad at counting, and it's usually because I'm trying to figure out what to say next, and I forget how to count when I'm daydreaming and multitasking in my head. Anyways, Che says, see you later. Thank you so much, Che, for coming in. Thank you for, I think, being the first comment, actually. So thank you for being here. I appreciate the support. I think that is all of the chat. So we are getting ready to wrap up. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in, practicing a little bit of consistency with me today. We did 75 minutes-ish of live side split stretching and hip mobility work. If you enjoyed it, if you liked the exercise, if you like the fact that we focus primarily on staying consistent, making it fun, making the suffering on the floor we do a little bit more enjoyable, make sure to hit follow, hit subscribe, keep coming back. Again, we are live every day at 9 p.m. Eastern. On the weekends, we have lives at 9 a.m. Eastern. And I just realized that I have a doctor's appointment. So I'm actually going to miss tomorrow morning's, tomorrow night's, is it tomorrow night? Yeah, tomorrow night's live for you guys. Tonight's live. Oh man, I'm traveling, so I'm 12 hours ahead, and I'm getting all my days super confused. It's nighttime for me already. Tonight's live. So at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, Saturday night, we are not having a live, and that is because I have a doctor's appointment to go to, and I forgot about it completely. So don't come back for tonight. Come back for tomorrow morning in 24 hours. Cool? And then I'll be back to normal schedule for a little bit. Cool. All right. That is everything. If what I said was confusing and you have no idea what that means, the next live will be scheduled on TikTok and scheduled on YouTube, and it will be for the next time that we're going to be live. So you can check that out in a couple of minutes when I have that updated, and I'll be live then. I'll see you guys all soon. Have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed the stretches. I will see you soon. Goodbye. Closing the live.